Hello and welcome to round 1 of the Euro GT500 Championship Season 5, and today we're at Spa-Francorchamps. This race was in fact last week. I'm recording it a little bit late. I've had a bit of a hectic week, and yeah, we were off and Tony was on pole in the NSX and he got a brilliant start going into turn 1, but at the back of the grid there was a bit of a Grosjean moment. I mean, look at that, a few cars hit each other and you kind of once one car hits each other and the other one hits each other and then just kind of piles up a little bit, and it wasn't too bad, but I mean, I couldn't turn in. I had a Lexus right in front of me, so I couldn't turn in. Really compromised my start. Now I had to come out the throttle a little bit into a rouge because I didn't want to hit it in the back of the cars in front of me, and Pelton didn't. So he got a brilliant exit and he got the slipstream of the car in front, and he ended up taking both of us going into Lecombes. And you know, that's vintage Pelton. That's the old school Pelton from the old days. I mean, these kind of moves. And yeah, it was really good to see him back, see all the old faces back, and a lot of the rookies got along well. I mean, Costas and Marco, they were brilliant. They got out-qualified many people and put the car really far up on the grid. A few of us struggled with this tyre bug glitch. Basically, in qualifying, the tyres don't heat up, and you can't really put a fast lap in, and it really does compromise your lap time in qualifying. Now coming into Pouon now, I'm behind Pelton. Pelton somehow, I don't know what it was doing, brakes mid-corner, and luckily I'm aware and I can brake and stop and not cause an accident. And I'm very lucky also that the two cars behind me didn't actually come and hit me or overtake me. So, you know, bit of luck going both ways. But let's talk about my race strategy. Diesel phoned me before the race on my mobile and he says to me, Stretch, do a 6-stopper. And I was a bit skeptical. I was planning to do a 2-stopper originally, and he decided to convince me to do 6 stops. His theory was the less time you spend in the pits refueling, you can make up the time just by putting huge lap times down. I mean, 1 lap pace, if you got it, put them down, you're not going to lose time. Oh, someone's gone off there on the right hand side. So I decided to try a strategy out. I mean, I spent very minimal time refueling compared to others, but it's still, he didn't calculate it properly. We finished really far behind the guys. I mean, we were faster, we were holding on to many of the guys, and I mean, I'll give you an example. Marco, I think me and Diesel overtook Marco about 5 times. Every time we overtake him, we had to pit. We'll pit in every 5 laps, so it was just, it wasn't a smart tactic, and I don't think I'm going to be listening to Mr. Diesel too much over this season with his wild tactics. Overall, it was a good race. It was good to get round 1 back up. TKA couldn't connect to the run out every time he tried to join, so our reserve driver Diesel took his place. So we had a bit of a late start, and you know, it was alright. It was a good race. I mean, Mr. Diesel was doing the same strat as me, so I was basically racing with him the whole time. And you know, he does a few dodgy moves, like on your screen right now. You're going to see him come down the inside, and I just let him through because I don't want to risk him hitting me and going off into the gravel. It's just too risky. I mean, but to make the strategy work while I was on, I had to have a very clean race, and I did have a very clean race. I mean, I stayed on the track. I didn't make no mistakes. Well, because I had fresh tyres as well, it makes it a lot easier. But even the worn tyres, I think that's one of my strengths. I can stay on the track and, you know, keep pumping in times. I find myself closing the gap to the guys in front when I'm on worn tyres for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's my setup style, but I really struggle with the setup here. I mean, 1 lap pace, that was awful. I wasn't practicing too much. I've actually tried to limit my GT hours this week. I've been having a lot of problems with my arm, and I spoke to a doctor about it a few days ago, and he says I'm going to have surgery on it, I think. So I'm obviously going to delay it. Oh, I just went off the track there a little bit, and that allows Smokey to come right up by my side, and you know, it's a very steep position. And one of the very few mistakes I made in this race, apart from the strategy, which was a very big, crucial mistake. But that was one of the few mistakes I made, going wide there. Smokey, Nisman's teammate, just grabbed the place, and you know, it dropped it down to 12th. You know, I was really kind of pissed off about that. I mean, I had a lot of hope coming into this season from the Cape Ring South. I was literally on the pace of the leaders. Oh my god, so you have to be aware when you're racing. I mean, you can have so many incidents if you're not awake. My god, my words. I'm not even awake right now. Yes, as you can see there, trying to go down the inside. You have to be aware of cars around you, and you're going to see in some parts of the videos, Ian Smokey might be going two abreast into some corners, and you have to be fair and be aware of your space and who's next to you. You don't want to turn into someone and throw them off track. It's not fair. I mean, we try to keep it as fair as possible here. Where was I? Yeah, my arm is actually destroyed. I miss going gym. One of the main problems with it, and it does hurt when I play Gran Turismo a lot. But I'm gonna make sure I don't have any kind of operation in during the season. I'm gonna make sure just after the season I'm gonna get it sorted, then hopefully I'll be alright for next season. But knowing the British healthcare system, it's gonna take me about a year to get this done, so I'm not really gonna hold my breath on booking a date for an operation. What else is there to cover? Yeah, I mean, sorry, this video's come out a bit late. I've been rushing around London all week. I've been job hunting, and I've actually found a job, which involves me working in IT, writing articles about, you know, cars, and then posting them on websites, and it's like advertisement building, really. And I mean, writing F1 articles for a living. I mean, I'm not complaining. That's a brilliant job for me. So yeah, I'm getting paid £260 a week to write about Formula 1. Life's good right now. But I was watching the Super Bowl last night and I'm shattered. I haven't slept, and I've just had my first day of work today, and I had to make this video as well, and it's just so much stuff to do, and I'm really shattered. I don't know how I'm awake right now. I'm trying my best to get everything done. But anyway, this is the last lap, what you're seeing now on the screen. These all kind of ran out of fuel, and so did Muriel, and so did Smokey. I gained quite a few places because of people didn't refuel their tanks properly. Again, we're using fast tyre wear for this season, so people's tanks ran out so quickly, and you know, they miscalculated. I had half a tank left pretty much, so I was loving it. I was just sitting there waving at them as I was passing. I was saying, "Hello chaps," just saying my sarcastic remarks. And you know, it's a godsend really, because I was nowhere in this race with my strategy. I'm never doing a strategy like that again. I'm not listening to bloody Diesel. He's trying to give me a Laguna setup, a Laguna strategy for next week, well, tomorrow, but I'm not taking it because of this. He's put me right off his strategies. Yeah, as you can see, I gained up to 8th place during the race because of other people's misfortunes, and I'm not complaining. I mean, maybe that's the bit of luck I need, what I've not got in previous seasons, to challenge the big boys for the title. But yeah, race is over. It went well, and here are the results. As you can see, Tony started on pole and he smacked it. He won the race. Johan originally won the race, but he had a time penalty. In second place we have Nisman, third John Killer, fourth Sken, fifth Aaron, sixth Marco, who was in fact my driver of the day. He really outdone his expectations there, and he got 6th place. Really great drive from him. Driver of the day, without a doubt. And 7th myself, 8th Loza, who got a penalty for cutting a few corners towards the end. And in 9th we have Pelton, 10th Truce. That's a top 10 finish, but I think he's disqualified for the next race, and I don't know if he got a time penalty for that. I don't know if this man made a mistake in the writing. 11th Costas, he had a good drive as well. 12th we had Kimi, 13th Muriel, 14th Smokey, Nico in 15th, Diesel in 16th, and TKA didn't start. And as you can see, personal best and race lap was by Tony, which was a 2 minutes 14 0.061. So I've got my numbers all wrong now. I'm absolutely shattered. And now let's move over to the point standings. As you can see, Tony topping it off, this man second, Johnny Killer third, and it's obviously going to be the same order from the race results. And now let's have a look at the constructors. And the constructors, we've got NSX with Tony and Costas in first, HSV Ice in second, and the Yellow Hat GTR racing in third to round up the top 3. Stay tuned, and I'm going to get the Laguna Seca video out as soon as I can. The race is tomorrow. I'm going to get some practice in and release that as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everyone's all well. Take care. Cheers.